Welcome, guys. We are back with another installment of Rice Talk. Did I say that right? I think I said that right. We are back with
B,
how you feeling
feeling great,
in the
man.
building,
We in the building,
killing, making a million,
making a million, trying to.
trying to, man. That's all we can do. It don't matter. Everything else will just fall in line accordingly as it should,
Hmm?
as the universe works. This is an episode of us falling down memory lane. We don't have any crutches, canes, just frames.
Just sprains and ankle pains.
Going down memory
Going
lane,
down memory lane.
insane in the cream. All right, look. Hot Pockets to Seinfeld, Tostino's pizza rolls to
Scooby snacks.
the Scooby snacks, the fruit snacks, and the like the what they had, like the graham cracker ones.
Graham Pride. Yeah.
It was like a snack. It was more like a because you had the gummies and you had the graham cracker one. The gummies was actually the ones that were more iconic for me because they were a little different. They offered something. I don't know. The texture of them was way more lit than like the Mott's or the traditional ones. Like I can go down a list. That which
The Welch's was better though.
it is. Is there like a S tier gummy or a fruit snack? Not gummy, fruit snack. Is there an S tier fruit snack? Because there is a difference.
S tier gummy snack. Got to be Scooby snacks.
Okay.
The old ones. The old Gushers.
What's the A tier?
A tier. Maybe fruit by the foot. Would you say?
I would really go like
fruit roll up.
I would really go. Yeah, I guess it's an A because it's a household name.
Up there.
It's a household. I can't put it in B. I'm not gonna do them like that.
Mm-hmm. And then the Welch's gummies, the fruit snack.
Yeah.
Gummy fruit, that'd be probably A. I would say A tier.
But where those Mott's go?
I didn't really eat Mott's like that.
You weren't really on them like that.
Like that. It was all right.
Go ahead and put them there.
Put them in the B.
All right.
I wouldn't really eat them like that.
Black Forest.
The gummy bears.
Oh, hold up. Damn. I'm sorry. I thought they had fruit snacks. Disregard.
They might have. I don't know.
I'm trying to think of the main. Well, you got like the Disney ones, but they all were kind of the same.
I ain't eating none of them. Like them.
They would just be different. Like I think they had I think they had some frozen ones. Like they just like the shape of.
Yeah, it was just at whatever movie was popping at the time.
Yeah.
You remember they used to have Spider-Man, like
Toy Story, yeah.
Toy Story.
Oh yeah, definitely Spider-Man. Man, hey, whoever invented the idea of a Spider-Man, fucking money glitch. Because man, Spider-Man in the shell, they have spam. They have nuked the idea of Spider-Man in the 21st century. Like Spider-Man universe, Black Spider-Man, like Orange Spider-Man, like gigantic Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? Fucking AI Spider-Man.
I'm saying they had the games, the toys,
Spider-Man Returns. It's like Spider-Man to the future. I don't know. Like they have
to the Spider-Verse.
Man, they've nuked the shit out of Spider-Man, like because it can go with everything though.
Every time period.
I wouldn't be surprised, and they don't do that DC Marvel thing. I wouldn't be surprised if they just fucking threw fucking Spider-Man into with Batman. Like they're like a crossing of a universe. Like some bull. Speaking of which, them crossover episodes. Remember back in the 90s or like the 90s, 2000s, it very much just blended all together just so smoothly. So sometimes we may mention it, but y'all know what we mean intellectually, spiritually. Because you had your Jimmy Neutron episodes to the
Neutron and Fairly Odd.
Which I'm not gonna lie, like they just did it the best that I really
remember.
Yeah, because we had somebody mention that episode in the comments for sure. And
yeah, it's the fact they did 3.
Yeah.
3 crossovers.
And with the Rugrats.
Did they have? Oh, they did the Wild Thorn.
Yes. That
movie.
Yeah, facts.
Rugrats Go Wild.
Since we're transitioning, we're spraining ankles, we're healing up, icing, recovery, all that,
Hydrating,
hydrating, creating, reciprocating.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, for real. Sitcom for sitcoms. Thoughts on Seinfeld?
Didn't watch it.
Okay.
To be honest with you, I didn't really watch Seinfeld.
Indifferent on it?
Did you watch? I didn't really care for it. To be honest with you, it was all one of them shows that if it come on TV, I'm changing the channel.
It was like background noise to me.
Background noise show.
Damn, I wouldn't expect
something, and then it just happens to come on after.
But if you had to watch a show, would you rather watch Seinfeld or Friends?
I probably watch Friends over Seinfeld. Because I did watch a little bit of Friends.
Friends was cool.
It was cool.
Friends was cool.
It was just Living Single, another version.
It was though, because it was a vibe.
It's just the same concept though.
And I just remember like that 90s, like kind of like casual wear. Like they wore just like a lot of just on some throw on. Like it was chill though.
Chill.
It was chill.
Fly.
Yeah,
none other than Fresh Prince though. You've had to be the flies.
Oh man. To be just in like the wardrobe room and like all the options that they picked for the episodes and the one that they just end up picking for the episode, I would love to just be like, man, like wow, so this is like gold in here.
Same man, vintage.
It's some fits that people are still like
put together to
this day. Then you got Smart Guy. Did you watch a lot of Smart Guy?
Not a whole lot. I did watch it though. It was cool.
Yeah.
I didn't watch a whole lot of it, but it was. I could sit down and watch a few episodes.
Were you more Smart Guy or were you more with the twins? Sister, yeah.
No, they both pretty even. In my opinion, I like both of them.
Smart Guy kind of hit because I don't know, little funny smart dude. Dude. It was something that I could watch a lot of if I had to. Like if you told me I had to watch 10 episodes of Sister, I'd be like, damn.
Go home, Roger.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, facts. It's more of like one of them weekly shows, like one of them UPN shows, like with Flex on them. Because Flex was in like 90% of them shows.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, 1-on-1.
Michael Jackson.
But we also got to slide into that.
What you think about it? His show? Like, I didn't really watch that show.
You're familiar with basketball. I'm gonna give a basketball reference. Sometimes in media, you have a LeBron, and you just put him like in the middle of the media of like the set, and you just say, let's just throw some shit around it, and let's just film. That's what it was. Like the pieces around him were cool but forgettable. Like when I say forgettable,
who was in that show? Like what? It was 1-on-1. That was him and Kyla Pratt.
And that's crazy because the fact I don't even
know the other actors and actresses
outside of Kyla Pratt being like his daughter or the role of his daughter. She didn't really do
nothing memorable about this show.
Oh, you had to do with the blonde. I guess he was the first Odell. Yeah, Arnez. Shout out Arnez. Yeah.
And then her homegirl. I don't even remember her name.
See, it's all kind of coming back to me. But
yeah.
It was just because you got to think in every episode, what they had him coming through the door like
trying to
like it's Fresh Prince or something. Like I mean, that's kind of how they did Fresh Prince. It's like you're LeBron, but Fresh Prince was different. It was like the Bulls because it wasn't just him. He had pieces. Like he had a Scotty. He had some pieces.
Was his Scotty.
Yeah, like you can say he had a stacked team, but he was also doing his thing type shit. Now Flex shit.
And he was on that 07 Cavs too.
Yeah. Martin, I'm gonna give it Melo. Or home. He had that many. How many seasons did he have? He had how many seasons?
They can be like the Warriors, I guess. You ain't got Tommy and Cole, Martin, Steph Curry, Cole and Tom.
I damn near give him Kobe just because he had the most help, but he had. Damn, he didn't have a Shaq though. I lie. I cap. He didn't have a Shaq.
Martin?
No, he did because he had
Tommy.
Gina.
Oh, Gina.
She damn near was a Shaq. because low key when they fell out, the whole show was kind of like
it started to fall off.
it was cooked.
Remember, she had to go on her business trip the rest of that season or whatever, something like that.
And
She
I
wasn't on the
think
show no more.
it broke the like
When it just broke the whole dynamic.
when she left. It definitely made you feel like, dang. It kind of made you think like, damn, what's left of the show? Because it's like the pursuit. Once you take the pursuance of love, usually I like a show or a movie. It's kind of like,
And it was just kind of pointless.
what other element are you facing?
She can't say she was his Shaq.
Damn, because he had people that feeling like a pal,
Mm-hmm.
Andrew Bynum, but it just wasn't. Yeah, shout out Lamar Odom, man. Yeah, shout out Lamar Odom. Get well soon type shit. Yeah, that's kind of how Flex was like in that
07 Bron.
Yeah, for sure. I guess he was like bubble TJ Warren because he was good for like a good 2 years in shows, but
like,
then I ain't seen him.
Unheard of now.
Yeah, like he's just a thought for real. But
yeah.
You remember when people used to just really punk people like, and I don't know when it wasn't cringe, when it was actually, it was kind of funny when they used to just like flip over somebody's trash can and just like run away and the person just come out like, oh. Yeah, like.
No, I'm just kidding. It was just a prank, bro.
Yeah, facts.
Punked.
Or at least
OG.
Yeah. Oh,
that's where that stuff come from.
Ashton Kutcher. Shout out Ashton Kutcher.
Like, it was the originator of all that.
No.
The pranks and stuff.
Man.
Like, nowadays, they all scripted and fake. All for clicks and views.
Well, and you can tell, like, see, even back then, you can be like, all right, I can say, well, maybe it was real and they just paid them on the back end. It was like, hey, like, my bad.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, like, it's like, if you, like, broke my door or something like that, if you say you're going to pay me $10,000 after the fact, all right, cool.
I'll get it fixed.
And you fix it. Yeah, I mean, it's like, and I'm getting to some exposure from the show. It's like, it ain't the worst shit.
Get my little 15 minutes.
Yeah, but nowadays, people just do, like, something.
Just to go viral.
Yeah,
they ain't getting no money. They just going viral.
Yeah, that's the thing. You going viral.
You just getting clicks.
You might have got $25 off that. Like off that one. That's it.
You probably ain't getting no money off of it.
You could have gave play. Yeah, you probably know you monetized.
You just got beat down for some clicks and views. Like literally. You done prank somebody, got your ass whooped.
Hey,
off of 1 million views.
Getting beat down, getting clicks and views, and not monetizing off of it.
No monetization.
Yeah, that's wild because you can't even monetize while you in jail. So you just sitting there all just getting clicks and views.
Now you in prison, but your video going viral.
Damn, and somebody else probably put a watermark on it and reposted it.
Exactly.
Somebody watermarked the shit out there.
Video while you sitting in jail looking stupid.
You got something to do it from Taiwan and threw a watermark on your shit and got your shit. I'm just talking about your shit is on YouTube, your shit on TikTok.
Well, you on all the social.
How many people out there right now? They probably looking like, bro, this is my video.
You can't do nothing about it.
Can't do shit about it. Oh well.
You got your fame though. You got your 100 followers.
Yeah,
that's good for you.
Offer some little clout. Yeah, you had your. We had Catfish. We had Jackass. We had Viva La Bam. MTV Cribs, Pimp My Ride. Shout out Exhibit for NFL Street too. Remember that? Remember he was on NFL Street or NFL Street.
He might have been like the later one.
I think he was an unlockable.
Unlockable. That was DJ K Slate, the first one.
I think it might have been 3.
It might have been like the later one.
I'm trying to see how you unlocked them. I think
because the first one was DJ K Slate.
Which one was the one where you collected them as you went on? Because I think like basically it was like the little journey thing. Like you made your own player and then like that's what it was.
That was the first one. You make your own team and you just like
you beat like different ones. You
like
can
different little things and you can recruit folks like all the NFL players.
Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah. Well, I spent a lot of time in that joint.
Damn. Yeah, shout out Exhibit. All those cars that they pimped, I watch them now. They're not that good. They're trash.
Like they just do that just for the show.
And I found out like when I was younger, I thought that they did like under the hood too. So apparently they only did cosmetic.
So they ain't fixed the under the hood.
So like
you could have still ragged and just look nice. Like what's the point?
they've had several people from the show complain about like having like major issues after, like, or like the one with the popcorn. No, the dude had a cotton candy machine in the back.
Machine Holmes had a hot tub in the car.
Yeah, and like
I seen one episode, they put a whole skate ramp on the back of a van. TVs on mud flaps.
they put a CT scan,
Something like
in some like girl's car, or no, an
MRI machine.
It had to be fake because how you're not putting like a $200,000 device in a back of somebody's car. So, but you know it's crazy. Like it functioned like one. Like it. I guess I don't know if it was like a novelty CT scan or MRI machine, but like
man, you gonna go to jail doing that shit.
Like what I'm like
MRI giving people
in this.
Car better count on a whole MRI machine.
I'm sitting there like because she was a nurse, and you know how they tailor it to like.
So yeah, just kind of keep the theme of what.
Like, why would she want this?
You know, MRI scanner in her car. And like, how you gonna upload the images and everything? First of all,
they took one dude. He had.
This is like, where you gonna get the computers?
I hated
send them to.
As an adult, I hated that because I was just like, bro, the practicality of that one specifically would have really pissed me off. Yeah. You had this one guy, he had a van and he had seats in it before, but they turned it into like something basically without seats. And he was like, oh great. Oh, they put a hot tub in the bed.
Yeah, I was trying to put a hot tub in the car.
And he was like, oh great. And then he was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to get another place to store my equipment, but this would be great because there was the band's van, like they put all the guitars and shit, and they turned it into like a lounge. He was like, "Oh, great!" And they was like, "Get in it." It was like, "Get in." Oh yeah, they made him get in the tub.
Get in the tub.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the hot tub in the car.
But shout out, Soldier Boy.
Like they hit a speed bump, it's a wrap. And like how you put all the water in the damn hot tub. I'm just like this. So you supposed to drive? You got the drain.
Empty it. You got drain. Yeah. And I know they didn't like. I know they didn't like factor that into like when they built it, and they probably just dropped it in there and put some. They probably put like a water hose.
And just filled it. Yeah. And you gotta do that every time. Then man, you gotta drain it every time you gotta go somewhere.
Yeah, I'm nothing on that.
I'm cool on that.
Oh man, shout out Soldier Boy. Shout out you because of MTV Cribs. He had probably one of the most littest MTV Cribs ever. It was actually crazy.
So what all he had in his crib?
It was just an apartment, actually.
Apartment?
Yeah. And he had just like he had like water, vitamin water, and like what fucking pizza rolls. I think it was fucking pizza rolls. I'm talking about like if you open like his top part of his freezer, there was like Hot Pocket or some shit. He was like, yeah, nigga. He was like, you see how we live? And he was like, I got the pizza rolls. And I was like, shit. And I'm talking about like,
that's a teenage refrigerator.
And it made sense because I was like, damn, he was like 19. And I was like, he probably thought this shit was, you 19. You like, bro, if you told him you could have a freezer full of pizza rolls, you'd be like, shit.
Pockets and
you'd be like, hell yeah, I can heat all that shit up in like 4 minutes.
Yeah, you 19 and shit. You try eating all that shit when you 29.
For sure. Which is like, bro.
Heartburn and
yeah, you're gonna have heartburn and you're gonna be starving.
Digestion, starving.
Imagine having heartburn and you starving. Like it at least be full.
So you know you're hungry, but you can't eat because your stomach hurt because you made all them pizza rolls and hot pockets.
Mm-hmm. You fucked up. Nah, that's okay.
And see, that's how you know Soulja Boy was young back then.
What's the best Hot Pocket flavor?
The 3 meat and pepperoni sausage and like bacon bits, I think. When that and just the regular pepperoni. Anything but ham and cheese. Ham and cheese is trash.
No, that ham and cheese is worse than that cheese stuffed hot dog. I'm standing on that.
Oh yeah.
I'm standing on that.
Cheese stuffed wiener, that's disgusting.
It's crazy, dude. Bro.
Nasty work.
Cheese stuffed glizzy. That just don't really go for me. But this era also had some decent cartoons.
It's like cheese stuff that's acceptable is like stuffed crust.
Facts. And I don't like too much cheese like in the like. I don't like too much like a big of a mozzarella stick in the crust because I don't know it does too much.
And it's just the right amount, like the school piece we used to have back in the day, stuffed crust school piece.
Which one was better, the stuffed crust or the stop sign?
I don't know. And just depending on the day, for real, for real. Like some days that stop sign piece used to hit, but then some days that stuff crust. I guess it just depends on the day. I like both of them.
Both really can go though.
Both of them really could go.
And if you know, both can go. We can't talk about frozen meals without mentioning the S tier of frozen meals.
Some of the classics back in the day.
El Clásicos. What classics do you have for us? I got mine written down.
Can never go wrong with a frozen pizza.
S tier frozen pizzas. What you got?
DiGiorno.
Mm-hmm.
Then what is it, like Tony's? Like the
orange box?
Yeah. Like the black box, whatever it was. With the scarf on. That's really all I can remember.
A tier, I'm gonna throw. I've had California Pizza Kitchen, and I'm gonna put California Pizza Kitchen at like B.
At the restaurant, I ain't never had a frozen pizza.
Yeah,
I had a restaurant though.
I've seen the pizzas before I saw the restaurants because at first I just thought it was just like a frozen company because
they got a restaurant. I was in Houston.
If DiGiorno
was the first ones I went to the restaurant.
Bro, imagine if DiGiorno had a restaurant though. That'd
be hard.
Hey, I need credit for the idea if y'all end up.
Hey, man, you better patent that, man.
Hey, just give me a lifetime food pass.
Some
for me and a party of 8.
Give you some monetization.
Yeah.
Every time you mention their name.
Bro, that restaurant be lit. Even if they just literally served they frozen bitch.
They just had a food truck.
Yeah.
Something as small as a food truck. The Journal's food truck.
That bitch would be gas.
Well,
I didn't know if they could do it. They couldn't carry enough piece on that bitch.
They probably could. Shit.
They had to have a trailer with the piece.
With the piece on them.
They had to have a trailer that they like with the food truck that they own, probably just bacon, like with the ovens in it, and they had to have nothing but just pieces just straight in the back. Because bro, like soon as you get the drop on them, oh my goodness, they really sold out.
Oh, piece like the Journal food truck.
Oh yeah, because if you get some ovens big enough and proportional to like the size of your piece, they can cook them really in less than 10.
Start out small, get your food truck, and buy your little Alicia building or whatever.
Yeah. So you got to start small and scale up.
Scale up, and then make a whole franchise.
Shout out Hungry Man Dinner. They weren't necessarily I guess at the time they weren't bad, but if I look back on them, I'm kind of like,
I wasn't really eating like a whole bunch of frozen meals like that. It's like my grandma's house.
Yeah, it was more like a
somebody else's house.
Yeah.
Like Hungry Man's, like kid cuisine. I always used to want kid cuisine, but mama would never buy no kid cuisine.
Yeah, you didn't miss out on much. Kid cuisine was
kid cuisine
was the Nissan. No, not even the Nissan. Kid cuisine were like the Mitsubishi Lancers of frozen meals because it's just the quality of the food was just very not that great.
Very trash.
And they had banana or chocolate pudding. How was that? Oh, chocolate brownie.
The cosmic brownie they used to have.
But it was like in the tray.
In the tray. How you supposed to microwave the brownie too?
You see what I'm getting at? I remember
you weren't supposed to open the plastic. You were supposed to poke holes in the
The meal was this. I believe this was one of the meals: chicken, mac and cheese,
and the brownie. That was it. The chicken nuggets, the macaroni cheese, and the cosmic brownie.
Corn.
Oh yeah,
corn.
Right.
You got to heat all that up, and like you said, you got to poke holes in it.
Poke holes in the plastic so it can vent.
And what happens after like 9 minutes and your brownie is tough as fuck? The corn is like not seasoned, not anything. I'm a kid. I don't even know what season is, but I'm knowing
this needs something, man. This used to taste like water.
It was negative aura corn. Negative aura corn.
Mashed potatoes in the meals too. and some of them frozen meals.
I was trying to think of the
mashed potatoes and like some shit. There's some kind of frozen meal I used to eat at my grandma's house.
I know.
Used to have like the mashed potatoes, the corn, and some kind of like protein.
I know Hungry Man would do the Salisbury mash
It
with
might have been
gravy,
Salisbury.
and they would do corn. And what else did you say?
Like the mashed potatoes.
They do corn mash, and damn, I knew the meat would be like a Salisbury
steak
or like a chicken or something
some kind of protein.
You know what else they would throw in there? But it wouldn't be like broccoli or anything. But it was something else that they had.
Like green beans.
Maybe.
I know it was always corn, or it's the easiest thing to throw.
I'm definitely gonna do my homework on that for y'all. It hit different, y'all. I'm gonna be more prepared.
I ain't gonna lie.
No, it in the commercials, I know what they're doing. They're making fresh food and just putting it in the thing. Yeah. And I get it. I'm a dumbass. I'm sorry. I was a kid. I didn't know like
it's marketing.
Yeah, like I'm thinking like, bro, that shit
good, man. And you eat it's like,
yeah, cook. But I digress. We progress on to the next topic, which is the Tostino
pizza roll and
ooh, pizza rolls or bagel bites. Which one hit harder through the century?
Never had a bagel bite, bro. I gotta be honest.
Oh man,
bagel bite yet. So yeah, I know I'm missing out.
It's more like of a meal than a pizza roll. That's all.
About a pizza roll because it's a whole lot more.
Yeah.
They give you a whole lot more in the bag than they do bagel bites.
Oh yeah, you only get like 6 bagel bites.
That's probably why I don't ever buy them either.
Like, yeah, bagel bites are not enticing.
Pizza roll versus like 4, 6 bagel bites.
Oh, because they come in a box. They come in a bag in a box, so you can't even look at the bag. You can't even be like, "Damn, that bag look kind of decent." You looking at the box like, "Damn." Because
man, it's gonna go fast.
You looking at like, damn, the box. Y'all can help me with the box. Like the box can look big as fuck in the bag.
The bag is like 50 on me more.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, they be wanting the cash for them bagel bite. Yeah, the bagel bite's cool. You also don't have to eat as many of them. Like I ain't gonna lie, like to every 8 pizza rolls, that's probably 2.
2 bagel.
It's probably 2 big.
How big are they?
It's probably they're not as big as that coaster, but. Damn, because I feel like they probably smaller now than now. But they probably about the diameter of a pizza. If you was to just, damn, okay, let me
put
think.
Together like 4 pizza rolls.
Damn near 3 nowadays, because shit, they not as big as they used to be. When I was younger, I feel like they used to be like damn near.
Well, probably because we were smaller.
Facts. Hand was small as shit. Hand was just like, wow. Like I remember I had a fudge round one time, and I was like, bro, this fudge round feels huge.
Man, that's how apples used to feel when I was little too.
Bro,
I could never finish no apple.
Thought I was trying to chew on a tire or something. But like,
I ain't start finishing apples till I got probably about 6, 7.
Man, I think I finished a total of like 20 apples in my lifetime. Bruh, eating apples is like going to a buffet.
Come on, Honey Crisp joints. Honey Crisp.
You got to eat them while they're good, though.
Gotta eat them while they're fresh.
That's kind of one of the foods that if you wait until it's like over the edge, it's not as good. Or you have to eat it at its peak, basically. You have to eat it at its peak. Like strawberries, kiwis, they're all kind of like this.
Shit, strawberry, you got to eat them in the same day.
Yeah.
Because
if you don't, yeah. Because eating like when one is even slightly older or even slightly like too new, you can taste the difference. It has to damn near be like perfect.
Yeah, and the same with bananas too. You got to buy them when they're green, and then start to eat them.
Damn near got to buy them when they blue, man. Shit, and get them green.
Because once you put them on that countertop,
once you put them on the countertop and you skip the day of eating bananas. You will have
skip maybe 2 days. Right.
You will have purple bananas.
It's gonna be brown.
Yeah, you might as well compost them joints.
So now we're gonna put them in a banana pudding.
Oh, brown. I forgot. Okay, a B tier. I put California Kitchen, but A tier you got Tombstone. Nah, Tombstone is B tier. A tier Red Baron. I'm gonna put Red Baron in there.
Red Baron.
C. Are those Michelinis? I'm putting them Michelin pizzas at C. But if they're only like $1 or some shit like that, they really just threw like some tomato paste on like a fucking tortilla damn there
See it
with some
to make that at the crib.
with some cheese.
Really, you can make a little piece at home.
What would you say is like the most fire hamburger helper flavor? If you could pick one, like from memory.
So it was the pasta noodles, whatever it was. Like cheese, put the cheese, ground beef in the pasta noodles. I don't
Um,
remember the name of it.
cheese,
Probably like the only one I remember eating.
cheeseburger macaroni.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. And
That's probably the only one we used to eat when we did eat those.
I I like going to them sometimes because I know that I can get like my ground turkey. I can get a protein and I can get to it real quick without having to like conjure up like a 13 ingredient meal every time just to center it around protein essentially. But I just don't want to have to eat like, chicken and rice.
Every time I do get old, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Just the idea of knowing I'm about to eat chicken and rice be like,
You have to try to find a way to cook it differently.
yeah, you gotta.
Even though it's chicken and rice, you got to figure out stuff.
Did you were you ever into Pillsbury or like the not more specifically the toaster strudels?
Oh yeah, just set them up, man.
What was the best flavor?
I used to like the strawberry and the apple ones.
Oh,
The apple toaster strudel.
tell me why you unlocked the core memory. It was a moment in time where I spammed the shit out of those.
Which one?
The apple.
The apple one?
No, I did like those. Here's what it was. They had some brown.
Sugar.
It was like a cinnamon roll flavor or something. Like, it was something with like some cinnamon on it. I think it was like, don't quote me if or look. I think it was a cinnamon roll flavor because what it was, they still gave you the regular icing. But when I'm pretty sure when I bit into it, it wasn't apple and it wasn't strawberry and it wasn't.
Well, it was like blueberry or something.
And it wasn't blueberry. It was kind of like more of a. It was. I would damn near say like it had cinnamon in it, so I'm damn near wanting to say it was like a cinnamon roll flavor.
And the cinnamon, I don't remember that one. I just remember the strawberry and the apple.
I think what it was, they did a collab with the cinnamon.
They might have
because
if that's the case.
Because they had a picture of it that like up there, the Pillsbury one that they have on I think they had a picture of it on the toaster box. A limited time thing though. I'm gonna go put it in the archives. I might make it a thumbnail. It was very similar to that cinnamon roll. I don't know if you ever had this from IHOP. IHOP has a cinnamon
might have missed out on that.
A cinnamon roll French toast. Basically, they do like a brown sugar. They do like a brown sugar, like the whole cinnamon roll.
Cinnamon roll.
Yeah, what makes up a cinnamon? It sure as hell is good.
Like,
they do the icing for sure too.
Cinnamon, brown sugar, the icing.
That's what they do. At IHOP when it's like a limited time thing. It comes usually every year, but yeah, they do they do the French toast. I guess they do the brown sugar, the icing,
cinnamon,
and then yep,
syrup over it.
And it's usually pretty good. It's usually pretty good because they don't overdo the icing.
What was your that was your go-to toaster strudel?
Yeah, but from what I remember, I don't think it was like a permanent thing. So the strawberry is the tried and true recipient.
I'm saying you can't go wrong with that one.
Just because it's just gonna go. But that apple did have a nice, I don't know, like a color palette or a flavor palette too.
Yeah, because it wasn't too sweet, but it wasn't like tart either.
Did you ever dabble in the Eggos?
Waffles? Man, yeah. Regular waffles, blueberry waffles. The French toast sticks they have. I used to eat them a lot. And that's really about it. The regular waffle, the blueberry waffle, and the French toast sticks. with a French toast, because you can break them off into sticks.
But they don't know if they weren't there. They had this too at one point, or they had a lot of products that they. Damn, them Eggos did go.
No, I never had chocolate chip ones though. And they had like strawberry or something like that. They had too.
They had strawberry, but from what I remember, when we would go to the grocery store, they would never have strawberry. It just because I guess shit, they just sell so fast.
Sell fast, so they always had.
So they always had blueberry in original.
And the butter, I ain't like the buttermilk. I'm just garbage.
I'm nothing on that. Yeah.
Buttermilk was garbage.
Now, if I'd have had a waffle maker, shit, achievement unlocked. As we are heading to the end of this, fuck. Let me pull up my. I was going.
Let's talk about like man, just as we wrap it up. Just remember, speaking of Eggos, man. Remember the commercial they used to have.
Okay. As we wrap up this part of our multi-series of the memory lane, I wanted to just I wanted to say, with Eggos, there's a hierarchy with Eggos. Like you said, the butter ones.
Buttermilk was garbage.
Yeah, that was like probably D tier, wherever you can go. Just send out into hell for real. Strawberry up there, blueberry up there. Sleeper is the apple, 100%.
French toast.
Yes.
Yeah, regular. It's got to be like A tier.
Yeah.
A or S. Can't go wrong for regular.
What's Waffle House's best waffle?
Either blueberry or pecan. No, it's what I would get. Like the regular one, blueberry or pecan.
I'm not sold on the pecan. Like I've never had it.
You got to try it. I ain't really gonna tell you too much about it. It's just kind of hard to.
Heard.
You just got to try it.
Heard.
It's great.
Okay. Agreed. Okay.
Like the pecan, it's not like overwhelming. It's just a good balance. I'm gonna just say that.
I always wanted to try that peanut butter one to see like how peanut butter it was, but I was afraid to like get too many peanut butter chips.
But they have peanut butter waffles.
It's like one of them rotation. They keep playing. They need to stop bullshitting and just offer blueberry, strawberry, and just rotate the peanut butter, the pecan, and they need to just always offer blueberry and strawberry though. Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna say they would make a lot more money, but that's like Zaxby's bringing back milkshakes. It helps.
I ain't never know that they had milkshakes.
They brought them back.
I never knew Zaxby had milkshakes.
It's not a paid advertisement.
That's crazy.
Hey,
speaking of advertisements, Lego My
Ego. Man, there were so many memorable advertisements during this era. Y'all don't even know,
bro.
You had Lego My Ego. You had the Oscar Mayer truck. You had a Hungry Man. You had Booger T, like in the frozen section.
Out there hollering at you, telling you to get some Hungry Man. You know, put your shirt on, cuz. Chef Boyardee.
Yeah.
Little girl wanted to ravioli, so the can jumped off the countertop.
Then you had Doritos commercials, always going crazy.
Goldfish commercials used to go crazy. They used to be in a room. They used to be in a little room playing around and stuff.
Domino's. Domino's and Pizza Hut always had a some type of like promo that went crazy.
No, like, McDonald's used to go crazy too back in the day.
Facts, yeah, they cared.
McDonald's, when they fillet a fish back in the day, give me.
See, when you put it in a jingle, it's very easy to remember. Ain't that crazy? It's like I don't know nothing about it, but it's like I remember that.
I remember that joint.
Yeah,
that triple platinum, bro.
It was the talking fish on the wall.
Fish on the wall, just started singing.
Yeah, whoever wrote that bit,
triple platinum.
Hey. On me.
The status commercial.
Buddy probably just chilling. I don't know what Buddy doing. Like, shout out Buddy.
Royalties.
Yeah. They could have fucked me that deal.
Royalties.
Nah, for real.
What else, man? Six Flag commercials. Every time you hear that song, that's all I think about.
Damn. And then also these fucking 3 in the morning infomercials. Like, that was peak TV.
OxyClean, man. Rest in peace, Billy Mays.
For sure. And all the products that he pushed.
That man, Billy Mays, sell the hell out of anything. She had me want to clean my dang house with that OxyClean.
He used to have me like, cause they'll do collab. They thought they were fucking slick
For real.
because what they'll do, they'll take the credibility of somebody and put them up with somebody with like the new wave oven, and they'll be like, oh, with Billy Mays, featuring the new wave oven, and he like trying to basically put on because in the telemarketing industry or the infomercial, it's like he had the game in a chokehold. Nobody really even
like nobody knows
like
Billy Mays.
Yeah, nobody give a fuck unless it was George Foreman. Niggas didn't give a fuck for real.
So like he could sit up here and try to say he was sock.
Nah, for real. Like
you don't want that sock.
Like until he was out of there, niggas really couldn't sell shit for real. Unless you was selling some bullshit jewelry. Shout out you.
You know what I'm saying? You ever bought Chia Pet?
I wanted to.
Chia Pet, the coloring books they used to have with the watercolors.
It was so much shit that I'm glad I didn't have a credit card at that time, fool, because
everything used to be $19.99.
Well, or it'd be payments of it, and I'm just like, hold up,
such and such easy payments of it.
And I'm just like, damn, so what's that added together? I'm like, so it's that much? I'm like, damn. So I'd have to get that much. I'm like, I don't know.
Them zoo books.
Man, them zoo
books.
Them colors went crazy with them little markers.
You know what I'm saying? The markers.
Man, I wanted that new wave bubble when that bitch dropped.
Like a little cake maker thing. They used to have a layer cake that you can make.
Man, they had a cupcake. I seen a
cake thing.
Yeah. They had a mini cup, or it was like a mini. You could make an actual mini cake in the motherfucker.
Yeah.
But it was so many things that they had that in reality, I guess it's like, okay, in a vacuum, they're actually good products. But in reality, a lot of them, if you're not going to use them in a practical setting, that's kind of where it hits. Because then it's just going to sit. And now you got...
That stuff was probably some of that stuff was BS.
Yeah, like New Wave Oven shit. That basically was like the grandfather of the air fryer.
For real.
Like, if you had a New Wave oven back then, you probably had a Wii.
Leave a comment if you ever had a Snuggie or a ShamWow.
No, bro.
The Snuggie.
These ad campaigns were like...
They were so iconic. We still remember them products to this day.
Make you damn near want
that bull crap stuff they used to sell. The shake weight. Whoever had a shake weight, leave a comment.
The shake weight.
The shake weight actually worked if you ever had one.
Man, the ab lounger, the perfect push up, or the it's like these little things you go.
I remember you push up and then you used to twist.
And then you had the pull up thing. I never trusted the frame of my house like that. Like
no, I would never do that.
Now you told me I don't know, like if I had like some type of steel bar or some shit, cool. But or like some type of
put it up on your door frame. I didn't trust my door frame. Think about something like that.
Like I remember when they did it, like I remember in the video, like he would just do it. Yeah, and he would just get up there. I'm talking about and trustfully just jacking them, and I'm just like
your door frame ain't gonna come out the wall.
I'm like, you ain't never just pulled on your shit, and like that shit kind of wiggled a little bit. Like
I'm saying, you ain't hear no cracks and nothing in your.
Yeah,
why you doing a pull?
They're like, oh, it supports the weight. And I'm just like, I don't know. I'd have to put that bitch on a tree or something outside. I could. They had the ab lounger. They had Tybo, Billy Blanks,
Tybo, the P90X.
Oh yeah, that bitch was expensive.
Cool on that, man. You ever had a pair of Heelys?
No. When you pop out the wheel, it's a problem.
Joints, bro.
Pop out the wheel and chase you on feet.
On foot. No, I ain't never had a pair of Heelys. I think don't they still sell them?
I think so. It's still a market for them.
Still on market. That's crazy.
They probably made 50,000 of them wheels, so they probably got to get them bitches off. They just keep the warehouse open.
So all them junkies and tappy, man. You ever had a pair of moon shoes?
Nah.
I had a pair of moon. Tap your ankles up, boy. One wrong step.
No, I couldn't even.
And you didn't even jump that high on them joints. Waste of money for real.
It was a lot of that shit. I feel like it was a waste of money, but it wasn't. Like it was like
man, you finna jump in the dang sky, or like finna jump over your house. The moon shoe.
Jump over the moon with the spoon. Make it go zoom, guys. We appreciate everything, all the support, all the continued support. We thank you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, whatever platform you're watching this on. What do you have for us closing out?
R.I.P. Billy Mays.
R.I.P. Billy Mays.
And don't fall for the foolish infomercials nowadays.
And shout out Soulja Boy, MTV Cribs.
First rapper to do everything.
Yeah, he first one to have Wi-Fi.
Yep. First one with the iPhone.
Don't forget to subscribe. Please recycle. Be good to people. And remember, if it ain't right, get rice.